Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Week 6 of IHSEA Rocket League. My name is Dalton McGee, and as usual, I'll be bringing you the action tonight. But tonight, I am joined by a new friend on stream, Coach Mendez. Say hello.
First time on stream officially, on camera at least, for the
Yeah.
year. So how's it going?
It's good. He's usually behind the scenes for us guys. I always give him a shout out at the end of the stream because he's the one that runs the overlays and the stream itself. But he's with me tonight, and we haven't casted in a while together, so I'm really excited for tonight. This
Super
one is
hyped.
going to be between Elgin and York. Elgin, one of the only teams in the IHSEA with maroon as their color. In fact, their mascot is the maroon. So we were joking before the broadcast that they better have that as their color, otherwise
I
it
would
doesn't make a
hope
whole lot of
so.
sense.
Yeah.
York is the other team. They are home of the Dukes. That is Coach Egan's team. And these two teams playing a match tonight that has a lot of playoff implications, both of them with winning records. And this one may go a long way to determining what the seeding is in the playoffs after next week's matches. Because if one of these teams manages to win today and next week, they're heading into a high seed, whereas two losses could potentially knock someone out of the playoffs. That's how much week 6 matters. We're going to go ahead and
High
give
stakes
these
game.
teams. I know we're going to give these teams the go so they can get in. They're antsy, they're waiting, and I'm excited for this one.
Super hyped for this one, Mr. McGee. Hopefully we're gonna get on stream here in just a second. Really excited though. Maroons versus
teams are
Dukes,
joining.
week 6.
Here we do it. I'm spectating. We're in lobby, and this is going to be a really good one tonight, I think. I'm at home, different than normal, because we had Veterans Day off today. So happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there. Anyone watching, thanks for your service, and I hope you enjoy some good Rocket League tonight.
Absolutely. Cannot iterate more. Thank you for your service.
Yep, I am one of the few men in my family that didn't join the military. Actually, my dad and stepdad, my brother, grandparents, all have been in the military. I went with the teaching route, but definitely been part of a military family. My assistant is the Capitals is an Air Force veteran. So if you have a veteran in your family, thank them today and celebrate this one for them. Let's see where the teams are at. They should be ready to go. I saw someone join and then I hit spectate, so let's make sure they are able to join here. Coach Mendez, you know Coach Egan pretty well.
I do, I would say so.
Yeah. Who that is a little bit?
Yeah. Well, Coach Egan of the Dukes formerly was at Naperville North High School, which is where I helped run a program alongside him. I would consider us both being part of the founding fathers of Naperville North Esports, and as we know, kind of a big powerhouse in Illinois. I don't know if you would agree, Dalton.
I have maybe heard of them or something. I don't know.
Maybe heard of Naperville North High School. Obviously now, excuse me, our last founding father, I would say, Coach Terpstra is the only one left on the program now, but he's doing an excellent job. As we get started here, Dukes versus Maroons.
I'm excited. You can definitely tell who is who on stream. These colors are clashing for real, and they're the colors that are in line with your stream playlist tonight.
I was about to say we were playing some Christmas music at the beginning of the stream. Got some maroon and green, pretty close to some Christmas colors. I'd say pretty accurate, fitting the mood on week 6 here in the IHSEA.
Getting our first look at both teams, their gamer tags. This is a quick-paced game, and we can already tell that is probably going to continue. These are two of the better teams in the IHSEA. We also had a match tonight between the number 1 and number 2 seeds, so I will do my due diligence to try to figure out what happened and let you guys know.
Yeah, please do. Get a score report on that one.
That almost a goal for the Maroons, and instead, or for the Dukes rather, and instead a quick defense there pushes it right out of the side of the net. I'm just excited to get to know these teams a little bit and see what we're going to see play style wise from
Did you get a chance to take a look at that double defense that York set, or that the Duke set up? Excuse me, right in their net. They actually had 2 sitting in the net as the ball was coming through. I wonder if that's a strategy that they actually practice pretty often.
Yeah, the benefit of that is, you only have to cover half of the net. And so depending on what someone does, you can make a quicker adjustment. However, the drawback of that is you get no offensive rotation out of a clear that might happen. So they're content to play a heavily defensive game if they're doing that.
Right, and you've got to really trust your forward there as well. If you've got one person roaming, you've got to make sure that they're on top of the ball, because just playing that defensively may not work out in the long run.
We're going to say Irlance is how we're going to pronounce that tonight. We've got Irlance on board with the Maroons right now. That's a good touch, and it's in for Goose.
Goose with an excellent goal here. We'll take a look at the replay, exactly how that happened. Came up right onto the wall. Look at that. Beautiful corner shot. Greek Creek tried to tap it in there. almost like
front
kill
left quarter
secured.
panel. Front left quarter panel of his car. All you need to make that very, very acute angle on that score. The Maroons back off, wait for the ball, and it pans out. Now let's see if they can clear it. As the Dukes push aggressively here, that's just off to the left. And Elgin just needed to clear the ball and get some wiggle room here.
And we like to see the aggression coming out from the Dukes here. I mean, staying on the side of the Maroons. And as I say that, I'm going to go ahead and flip. We'll see.
That's
That's
on and stopped.
Yep.
The follow through by Droopy. Banny Flash here. Looks for a shot. He's going to get it. Tie game.
Wow. Bandit Flash is coming out of nowhere. The Dukes maybe caught a little bit. Maybe not understanding that. Bandit Flash was way up already before AEV could get in. Or AEV. How do we want to say that tonight? AEV?
Let's say Ave. It's
okay.
easier to say Ave.
We're going to go with Ave. Tied up 1-1. 2 minutes and 46 seconds left on the clock here. Game
Almost
number
not
one.
tied there. York had a quick push there off that kickoff, but no dice. Here now the Dukes on defense, and I have asked what the score of that George Washington Unit 5 match at the top of our standings resulted in. It happened earlier today, so as soon as I know, I'll let you guys know. Meanwhile, we're here for York and Elgin still.
Gonna be
over
cleared
halfway
by
through
Banaflash.
game one.
Yep. Coming around. Duke's going to have to clear the ball. Looks like they will. Nice zoning by Ave there.
That's a good shot in on for Greek Geek.
You know, from the
2-1
angle
Dukes.
that we had, I wasn't sure if that was going in, but that was a nice controlled ball here. And if you kind of look at the light tap, right into that same corner. The Maroons have got to get that corner tightened up a bit.
Yeah, that's where both goals have been. Look at that goal animation for Greek Geek. I don't know that I'd seen that one used ever. And there's going to be a lot of fish tonight if he continues to score. Banny Flash clears it around the right side, and the demo onto Irrelance will open it up a bit. But Banny Flash now with an open goal opportunity. It's going to be stopped by Ave, and the Dukes will defend that push. Will they continue to defend it? The triple commit from Elgin.
I like
now
the
the swing
idea
pass.
there. You lose one on a demo, and you just play aggressive. I mean, best defense is the best offense you got, right?
Yeah, a good offense.
Oh.
What is it? Oh, he can't stop it. So awkward there. As Dukes go up 3-1, take a look at this bounce. He just stole the ball and got the ceiling on the team. Make it a 4v3.
Oh, so unfortunate. Again, that top right quadrant of your goal. I mean, I don't know if this is a caster cursor, but it's really looking bad for that area of the goal there.
That's twice now that York has tried for the kickoff goal. And they're able to do it because Elgin is not aggressively contesting kickoffs for one reason or another. The
Nice
corner
little
now
clear
heading
by
back
Greek.
toward Elgin territory over the head of the Maroons and barely stopped. That actually was kind of dangerous. Banny Flash, the one that has shown himself so far to be Elgin's playmaker, making a lot of aerial decisions, controlling the ball well, but he's going to have to do more or his teams are going to have to step up because right now York has this lead with a minute left and time is ticking for the Maroons.
Like I said, I'm liking the ball control coming out from York. I think that the Maroons have such a good potential here to swing this game back around, and as I say that, it's going to be heading towards York. But yeah, I think
game speed right now is makes either of us a liar as soon as we say what side the field the ball's on. That is spiked, and it is saved!
Oh, it's out! Wow. Oh,
And
just
the
for it to
goal.
go back in.
I know. They give
Wow.
us so much energy just for a goal anyway, but take a look at this. That is definitely more in than not.
Yeah, I mean, if that was, I mean, I just, it didn't clear all the way, but I think they didn't quite get robbed of that. I think that's a great insurance goal from York, and the Maroons are going to have to focus up maybe for mentality for game two.
Does anyone want some sushi? Greek Geek serving fish means a different thing in Rocket League than it does on RuPaul's Drag Race. So
I didn't catch that.
here is.
Sorry.
I know. That's a reference for very few people in Twitch chat, but if they got it, they'll really appreciate it.
It'll land, yeah.
It'll land. It'll land. Now the Maroons here with the consolation goal opportunity. Will they get it? It's bouncing around. They're content to just spike the ball, it looks like. And actually, York might get one more here. Greek Geek says, I'll take a try, and it won't matter. York up 1-0. 4-1 your score after game one. It was Banny Flash on top of the scoreboard there for Elgin, but actually, uh, it looks and yeah, he took 3 shots, only 1 shot taken by the other 2 players.
Yeah,
But Airlance with 3 saves too. So look at the Greek Geek has some ping. Might give him a minute
I was
to
about
let
to
that
say
drop before I ready up.
maybe on his screen he just scored his 3rd goal. He could be lagging a little bit there. But no, excellent work coming from from York. Excuse me. The footwork, as you could say, was incredible. I think that Elgin though has obviously another great opportunity here. They have the mental reset, and they can kind of show them what that first goal was all about.
Absolutely. As it turns out, Twitch chat, thanks for letting us know. I also asked Coach Rakowskis. It appears that George Washington swept Unit 5.
Whoa!
Unit 5, your defending state champs, have just been handed their first loss in about a year and a half of IHSEA Rocket League. But George Washington last year was super good, too. And Coach Rakowskis texts me, he goes, yeah, GWHS is good.
Well, we're glad we got the confirmation there for the game. Thank you so much. As game number 2 is underway, the Dukes versus the Maroons. Going to start out with a demo here. Bannerflash going to take out Goose, and York going to have to play kind of on the weak side here.
And I actually think that is exactly the answer that Elgin needs for this match. It just feels like York was bullying them a little bit with possession and who was getting to the ball. They were staying back on kickoffs. They were staying back on almost everything. And if you see some more demos and some more aggression, you might see some more goals. That one almost on, but stopped.
Does seem like this very concentrated play here, not quite the high octane play that we saw at the second half of that first match. For everyone playing very meticulously, thinking out their processes. York unfortunately going to miss something. Oh, barely.
Just off. It was just high. Here's another opportunity, though, as it takes off the backboard, interrupted by Ave as he's bringing it all the way around the field. Pinched toward the middle, and there are no Maroons there for a solid contact. And now it's a reset of possession. Irland's getting involved.
That first on goal from Irlance was going to be the product of, unfortunately, a Duke player missing that ball. And I'm glad for both teams that they were able to kind of capitalize on that position. But here we go. We're on the Maroon side. Another whiff. Potentially an opportunity here for Duke. They're going to hit it. Clash, but no demo.
This is Vagrant, a name we haven't seen the directed camera on very much yet for Elgin. And I think that's a testament to that's the player that's staying back so much, playing defense. You can see right there. There it is again off the backboard for York. Follow through is not going to be there because it's pinched right up in the air. It's still not a safe ball for Elgin yet, though.
Oh, close there from Greek Geek.
Greek Geek wanting to serve some more sushi. Not yet. Here is an opportunity for Goose. Still bounce, followed through, and not stopped.
May I add, in that same top right quadrant of the goal.
Yeah, actually, it's bizarre that keeps happening.
Yeah, that was just rather unfortunate for the side of the Maroons. I hope it doesn't affect their mental too much as they go on. 3 minutes left on the clock, plenty of time to make something happen in this game.
I blame you for that Castle Curse. I didn't say that one.
I did call it, unfortunately. I did really call it, but I, maybe now I really regret it. As the Maroons kind of get back on the field here. They come up.
Oh, nice fake out by Greek Geek.
Yep.
Not that it mattered, but a good look there. Irland's trying to bring it around, but man, Ave, keep looking for Ave to cross across the middle of the field near the goal. Over and over again, he is in one corner and just flies across next to his own goal he's defending to stop all these pushes. He's playing defense right now. Little flip, that's going to be too high. Nobody there.
Oh. See, but it would have fit in. It would have fit in that top right quadrant. It would have been another one of those goals. I'm just looking out for that top right quadrant now. Maybe. Oh.
Not safe yet. Miss Vagrant gets the defensive stop. Ave trying to push it all the way around, but it is stopped. 2 minutes left in game 2, and still a 1-goal game. We have a series in our hands here.
We sure do. As we say, Greek Geek getting one on goal, but it wasn't the top right. It was the bottom left, so of course it didn't make it. And as I say that, going for that top right again. Actually, this might break the curse, and it does! A goal for Duke yet again at the bottom left corner.
It's a product of the triple commit here. Elgin's got to talk. You can't all head to the right side of the goal. That is such an avoidable stop there. Unfortunate for Elgin fans, but now York up 2-0 and just under 2 minutes left.
So, Coach McGee, if your team is the Maroons here, what are you telling them to get ready for either game 3 or if you could tell them anything mid-game here, what do you want them to work on?
The fatal flaw has been how many double and triple commits have been seen, because York is rotating, and Elgin is too. I mean, this has been defensive games, but Elgin's got to know when someone's going and just trust their teammates and not try to be the superhero of every play. So I think defensively that's the problem, and offensively you need to boost into the back of their cars and blow a few more people up, because when both teams are rotating well, that leaves very little holes, and you might need to create your own in their defense. So I think they just need to play a lot more intensely, and that would spell well for their prospects here. 1 minute left, still down 2. Here's an opportunity, not the touch I thought he was going to get. Banny's there, it's stopped again. The defense from the Dukes is just real right now. And it's because they are doing exactly that. They're able to always have someone there. They trust that no matter who's there, they're going to take care of it. And if they don't, you can VOD later. You're in a match. You got to trust your teammates.
Absolutely agree there. It's about what's in the moment. It's about what's going on. It's about drive. It's about power.
Which is literally what it's about in Rocket League.
It is. 30 seconds remaining left on the clock. Hopefully the Maroons can find something here for any of you Maroon fans out there.
The series scoring so far is a 6-1 advantage for York, but the matches have felt way closer than that so far.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. Absolutely.
Benny Flash gets the stop. Now they have 5 seconds for 1 goal, but it's not going to be enough for both.
Uh-oh.
Well,
that might be in. Nope.
Nope. The stop from
Ave
types the 0-second goal, and game 2 goes to York. It says game 1 winner still on my screen. I'm not sure why.
I did see that Rocket League didn't update there, but well, we've got it right on the
yeah, it's just and it even
training here, so we're good.
Yeah, so it is 2-0 in favor of York at the moment. Rocket League having some fun server moments tonight, I think.
Yeah, if it anything to do with Greek's ping from last game, probably.
No kidding.
I would agree.
What do you think, Twitch chat?
Here.
Elgin, are they going to come back, steal a game or more here, or do you think York's going to slam the door in their face and finish off the sweep? It has been close, and I genuinely think that an aggression for Elgin is going to spell a very, very different story for Game 3 if they can pull that off.
I absolutely agree, and I'm hoping that Elgin's taking a little bit of this time here in between the matches to kind of discuss a little bit, maybe even talk about that, get some aggression on the field, and the Duke's defense, again, is very strong, but there's got to be an opening somewhere, right? No one plays perfect. You just got to find that opening. So work with your team and get in there.
Both these teams 4-1. Whoever wins this has basically guaranteed a trip to the playoffs, whatever their seeding is going to be. I think all the 5-2 teams will make our top 32. But the 4-3 teams are definitely different amount of worry there, because some will make it and some will not, and that is where that map differential, or rather in Rocket League, that game differential matters, because a sweep is not as good as a 3-2 loss. So if anything, if Elgin's going to take the L in the series here, they won at least a game to avoid dropping farther than they need to in the standings. Here comes Banny Flash with the pass from Miss Vagrant.
That's some of the aggression that we're hoping to look for here. The Maroons on the side of the Dukes, trying to get nice and comfortable within their home. However, the Dukes are going to bring it back. Nice clear from Banny Flash. Oh,
Easy,
but it's going to go right
Goose.
over the heads of pretty much everyone there. Goose coming in hot.
But take a look. Banny just kind of alley-ooped the ball to Goose.
Yeah.
And hitting it straight up in the air was not what the Maroons needed for that defense there.
Yeah, unfortunately, they had the right idea, but York was just way too prepared to capitalize on that. And right now, we got to see what they're going to look for. Banny Flash hopefully going to have a shot on goal for the Maroons. Unfortunately, it's just going to go wide just a bit.
Airlance just touches that ball. Otherwise, it would have been another top right goal.
Would have been scary.
I know. Airlance with an opportunity. Sends it straight up in the air. Here's Miss Vagrant. Can you finish the dunk? No, it's going to be stopped. And who? Abe. Because why wouldn't it be Abe moving across the field?
Abe looking for an opportunity here, like you said, and it's going to go in. Greek Geek serving up more fish here.
Who are my pescatarians in the chat?
Yeah,
take a look.
Seriously.
It was a good stop, but again, how was it stopped? A double commit. One person can make that same play happen.
And I wonder if it's a confidence thing coming from Elgin. I think they really need to just trust in their teammates a little bit more, like you mentioned, and just have one commit to stopping, and the other two, make something happen.
Abe trying to do it on his own, but that was oh my gosh, that pinch was crazy. He pinched that ball into next week.
Yep.
Irlance now with an opportunity, taking the aerial. It's off the backboard, not going to be in, and it's going to be stopped. Miss Vagrant, though,
somehow went from being the most offensive player on that side 5 seconds later to being the best defensive player that York has. Unfortunately, it just might be an Ave diff, but we also have Greek Geek, so who knows?
Yeah, Great Geek's been Great Geek is the punch, and Ave is the block. That's what's happening right now.
Goose is the rock, is what it seems like, right? It's like this is a match made in heaven for York. Hopefully, they're going to be able to finish out the game 3-0. As we say that, it's going to be on goal with 3 of the Dukes closer to the net than any one Maroon.
Great Geek causing some species of fish to become extinct. Look how many are out here. Holy. You've seen so many this match. He is getting the credit for the scoring right now for York. They're looking good here with 3 minutes left in game 3. And if Elgin doesn't turn something around the next minute, you're going to see a sweep pretty handedly here.
They've got plenty of opportunity to do that. As you said, 3 minutes left on the clock, potentially in the closing game of this series. The Maroons have got to get their heads in the game here. I'd like to see at least one more goal coming out for the Maroons this game.
Yeah, but it's a testament to York's defense right now. There is always someone there, and they are playing so fast. They're definitely a team to watch out for moving forward in our tournament. Elgin might be one of those lower-seeded teams to make it. Who knows what happens next week? Ooh. That is another opportunity for Elgin, and it's just always got a Duke in the way.
Absolutely.
Here comes one more. Trying to follow it all the way through. Stopped again. Goose with that stop. Lockdown defense from those in green right now.
So right now you've got, again, I like the way that York plays this around. They've got one that sits right in the middle of the map while the other two are just applying endless pressure onto the Maroons. And it always...
It's good rotations, but also the big thing I'm seeing from York is how fast the ball is moving off of their cars. And they're not necessarily looking to clear it back to the middle or toward a goal. Their clears are frequently right into the side of the wall and pinch it and make it awkward.
Oh,
Elgin finally on the scoreboard.
There it is. Irlance going to bring in a goal, at least bringing another one home for Elgin.
And that's what I was actually just talking about. York was looking to clear that by pinching it off the wall, but that one was interrupted and there was a follow-up. Why? Because they weren't double committing. There was a rotation behind, ready for that ball.
As we say that, Goose is going to be following up on the kickoff there on the side of the Maroons, looking for a goal. And Goose says, "You don't do that to my teammates. I will bring back the fire and the rage."
Bottom of the card goal.
Yep.
Yeah, that negates the momentum that York lost there on that last goal from Elgin. And now with a minute and a half left, this is a tall order, but it's Rocket League, and a goal every 30 seconds is not unheard of. However, another goal here would probably slam the door. Elgin's going to avoid it for now, but now they need to clear the ball. Here come the Dukes again.
On goal, Banner Flash, yep. Able to clear that.
That's on. Great Geek is back for the ball. And the backboard shot, not going to net a goal yet. Irlance up for it, misses it, maybe faked it, but I think he just missed it based on where his other teammates are. And here comes Vanny Flash. Defense is oppressive right now for York.
Absolutely.
There's just nothing they can do.
That. Yep. Miss Vagrant able to get in front of the ball there, which is good. Ave looking for some opportunities here.
York, incidentally, was with Springfield, the only two undefeated JV teams left today. And they've met each other in the JV bracket, and York defeated us as well. So York, a good Rocket League program. Vanny Flash is going to make it a 2-goal game and lights a spark of hope. Rebellions are built on hope, Coach Mendez.
I love that all three of the Maroons players were actually able to touch that ball Ave, potentially setting that up for them. Unfortunately, definitely not on purpose.
Yeah,
However,
put whoops in chat.
the Maroons were definitely able to capitalize on that, and that's what I like to see from Elgin.
A goal maybe?
Well,
Hope. Oh, the
yeah,
clears. The clears are so painful with this little time left on the clock, and York knows it.
they could look for something, consolation goal, anything, but the Dukes are not going to let them have it. Going to clear it to right in the middle of the game. That it's going to touch, and it's going to hit the ground. York, your Dukes are going to win this series 3-0 against the Elgin Maroons.
It wasn't a blowout. They were all close games, well contested, but it was just a matter of York's lockdown defense and Elgin not able to get as aggressive as they needed to make that defense fall apart. So well played to both teams tonight. We see a 3-0 sweep on the stream tonight for the IHSEA Match of the Week. We only have one more week of regular season left, Coach Mendez. So if teams aren't feeling the nerves, they're going to start to as we post
soon,
the schedule. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, everybody,
thank you so much for watching tonight. It's been a pleasure being on behind the mic with you, Coach.
Yeah, it was fun. We used to do that like in old days. They are confused because they think they only played 2 games. I'll go ahead and clear that up. We saw 3 York victories tonight. But in any case, thanks for watching, everybody. Tune in next week. Overwatch on Wednesday, Rocket League on Thursday. One more time around. And as TiVo always says, do your homework, everybody. Have a great night.
Do your homework. Great night, everyone. Bye-bye.